The greatest changes in life begin almost invisible. Small leaps that few can manage to notice. They don't arrive like a storm. Sometimes they happen inside, in silence. There are days when the soul expands as if it could touch the sky with its hands. And there are days when everything slows down, so the heart can learn to sustain what it has achieved. Nothing was lost along the way. Every pause holds an invisible seed. Because growing is not running in a straight line. It is learning to dance with the timing of transformation. I trust the small leaps of life. Every silent advance takes me beyond. What today grows in invisible steps, tomorrow reveals itself in the destiny I created. I sustain each leap of my journey, even when the path also seems slow. Because the universe builds in silence the future that already begins inside me. Sometimes it feels like you went back to the beginning, but look again with attentive eyes. You are no longer the same consciousness that began this crossing. Each challenge shapes your vision, each doubt matures your faith. And what seemed to be only a delay was the universe strengthening your roots. Life rises in almost secret steps, small leaps shaping who you are. And with each new level reached, you first learn to remain standing, to breathe in the space that has just appeared, to plant your feet on the new ground you gained. Because before rising even higher, it is necessary to sustain what was elevated. I trust the small leaps of life. Every silent advance takes me beyond. What today grows in invisible steps, tomorrow reveals itself in the destiny I created. Leap of my journey, even when the path also seems slow. Because the universe builds in silence the future that already begins inside me. Life does not return to the same point. It rises in steps of consciousness. Each leap opens a new horizon. Each step expands your presence. There is more clarity in your thoughts, more truth in your breathing. Because each level reached teaches a new way of walking. Leaps of life are not giant. They have the size that you can sustain, the exact reach of your own legs, so that your feet learn where to step. And when you rise to a new step, there is a sacred moment of balance, where the soul learns to remain firm before calling the next destiny. Because when sometimes you stumble, it is not to the beginning that life takes you. You only return to the last safe ground, to rise again with new consciousness. It is in this space between one leap and another that the mind matures and transforms. There you learn new ways of being and prepare the next step of the journey. One day you will look back and realize something extraordinary. It was not a giant leap that changed your life. It was thousands of small, silent leaps. Moments of persistence, days of starting over. Instants when you chose to believe, even without proof on the horizon. And in that exact moment, reality begins to respond. I trust the small leaps of life. Every silent advance takes me beyond. What today grows in invisible steps, tomorrow reveals itself in the destiny I created. I sustain each leap of my journey, even when the path also seems slow. Because the universe builds in silence the future that already begins inside me. Keep going, even when it seems slow, even when it seems invisible. Because true evolution is born in subtle and constant advances. It grows in small leaps of consciousness that accumulate in silence along the journey. reveal at the right time the reality that you chose to manifest.